Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to our Bosphorian front. In the last episode, we did a bunch of things. We finally were able to claim the settlement territory of wherever the hell this is, and we are now in the process of attempting to attack, well, in this case, withdraw, and then regroup, and then come back again with a fully forced out dude or whatever, against the forces of these dudes. And unfortunately, my army, which was attempting to withdraw, for some reason in the previous term, couldn't move at all, and I don't know why. The game was being fucky, is the best way I can describe it, because I wasn't afflicted by some kind of sabotage, because the game would have told me. I wasn't affected by any kind of negative stats except for it's winter and you're in the enemy territory, but then that would only give me a minus 30% thing. So I have no idea why my character's army or anything at this current moment in time, why I couldn't move, or even slightly. Like, if I could slightly move, that would be fine. But regardless, the enemy are attempting to make a push to try and clear us out. My army is weakened, but it is still fairly strong, and I've got reinforcements. I made the good decision to send reinforcing armies to come in. I was attempting to withdraw him, but no, I was like, no, you need to back him up, and a bloody good call that was, because they're making their kind of last gamble as well. So, yeah, it's gonna be rough, to say the least. So, here we go. I'm defending for once, and they're coming at me, which is good for me, because regardless of what weather they pick, I can set the defensive force up. Now, this does mean, of course, because they are, and again, they are mostly cavalry. Yes, the cavalry situation isn't good, because obviously, being a non-cavalry army, I'm at their mercy, but their quality of soldiers after their cavalry is poor, and these guys are scraping the barrel for this army. I'm not seeing much of their heavily armored cavalry with the exception of their commander and possibly one dude. Whereas before, it was, in other locations. So, there we go. Slight downhill, which is not good, but it's relatively flat ground. Relatively, I'm not saying it is. So, reinforcements are coming up the road. I'm going to basically use this area between the two forested points as a defensive line. I'm in no mood to do anything fancy, so we are literally just going to stand our ground and make ready. Reinforcements are going to come through, which is fine. It's cold, but we'll manage.
Victorious and live. I will sacrifice to Zeus and Ares for their favor and help in our defense.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Well, fight with honor, and all will be well. Hoplites, ready! Marching order!
They probably want to come. Right, I will send the cavalry up, though. We need recon more than ever. So these guys are fairly elited. I've had to condense one of the armies down to try and deal with that, but we need intel right now, is the big thing. More importantly, I'm going to just pause this just so I can I can organize it effectively. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically set up our solid wall design frame. Nothing especially impressive in that regard, but that's fine. I don't really need anything fancy right now. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try and ensure... yeah, we'll put the horses beforehand. There we go. So we'll put these dudes on the left flank. Actually, no, the guys on the... I'm going to put these guys on the right flank, just in case. I want these guys on the right flank, basically able to tank out whatever. And I want all of these dudes to reform aggressively to this point. In fact, you know what? Run. I know it's a bad call because it's winter, but run. Armies will take a while. You will be in reserve. Okay, let's go. We need intel on where the enemy is hiding, where they're coming from. Now, luckily for us, the enemy army... Ah, there they are. Good. Right, so they're coming in like so. So I just need to adjust slightly. It's fine. Yeah, that's a little bit more of a... Actually, that's more of an army formation I want. We're not really corner camping, which is fine. Good thing for us as well is that this area is going to slow down any kind of major push, which is good. Archers are going to kind of form fairly quick behind it. These guys are literally designed to do only one thing, which is just look impressive. Well, right, you've done your job. You're taking fire, which is not good. I want you to not take fire. Right. Oh, fucking hell, what are you doing? That's a gap in the line. Okay, with the exception of you, everyone else is on phalanx? Yeah, everyone else is on phalanx. Good. Good. Good, good, good.
Our general is under attack.
Hold the banners high!
Spook him off. Withdraw, because it looks like they're being pricks.
Ready and waiting.
They're being very aggressive. These guys are just literally like, fucking late to the battle. Run, you dipshits. They are being very polite today. Who are they shooting at, though? Oh, they're shooting at the poor fucking soldiers, are they? Yeah, they are. God. Right, you're tired, but now back in formation.
General! Quickly now!
It's fine. We want this to happen. I want them to fucking waste their troops. Hello? Put you guys in a position to cancel. Yeah, this is a good thing. As bad as it is for these guys, I'm not gonna lie, they're great fucking missile shields.
Ready and waiting.
I feel sorry for these guys because most of currently their biggest contribution to our campaign so far is that they're great meat shields for the archers. Yes, it fucking sucks. I sympathize with you immensely to being a revolutionary new concept which currently is being field tested and is currently successful with Rome is being used as a glorified pincushion for our Greek forces. But I won't lie, we're dealing with forces that at the moment this is the best counter. This is my best counter to dealing with any of these dudes. Oh, don't tell me you're not in range. Oh, that's just not fair. Right, no, you guys get some kills. You fucking deserve some kills. You, murder eyes. If we can beat these guys without having to go into combat, that's even better. Right, you guys come out then. Have some fun. You guys are going to kick ass. Missiles are just going to kick ass. We're just going to flammer those guys. Like, they're willing to spam missiles. I'm willing to spam missiles. And once they've done spamming missiles... Oh, come on. Don't tell me you can't shoot. Shoot. Fucking fling them. Get as close as you need to. I don't care how you do it. Fucking throw it at them. Now they're sending in these dudes.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Come on. Give them some pelters. Oh, pelters. You know, peel them. Who are these guys? Very light. They're routing. Of course they're routing. I mean, I'd love to do more to this army, but right now I think our biggest strength would be...
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I think our biggest strength would probably be just annihilation of their forces. Have they finally used all their ammo? Yes, they have. Good. Right, keep the line. Withdraw.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
These guys are taking a punting. Withdraw. This is a bad idea, probably, but it will force the enemy to attack some other dudes. Right, here we go. So now our forces have taken hits, and yeah, they're definitely taking hits. Fucking hell. That's not fair at all. I say that's not fair, you know what I mean. Hello, there's their spear commander.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
There's their commanding officer. And there's their cowardly army. Like I said, the majority of their army is just spam. I need to improve the amount of ammo my dudes have, because I'm not going to lie, we are going to need some. We can kill their general. That'll be a lovely one. You guys are just going to be... I'm going to put you guys in reserve. I don't want to lose you guys unnecessarily. I'll move them up and get inspirational, but I don't want to do anything else. My phalanxes will remain strong. They're going to do what they can, but there's not a lot we can do right now. Right, they're going to make the commit. The commander's making the commitment. This is where he fucks up. My forces are going to take a hit, but that's okay. Peltas, if you want to relocate. There you go. Not even a single touch.
Victoria, lead us. Yes, Commander.
Spook him off. They're taking a punting. Oh, really? Come on. No, don't get stuck into combat, you fucking idiots. Oh, that's that unit gone. If I can get that army unit out, brilliant. But I doubt it. They're going to get ripped apart like the other dudes, aren't they? Whoa, who is getting fucked by those archers? This army unit is just getting blitzed. As is this. Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of there. Who is shooting this, like, insta-killing arrowheads? I'm worried I've lost too many of these dudes.
The men are wavering.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Fucking hell. Withdraw. Withdraw. Yeah, they're fucking shattered. What weapons do these guys have? Do they have, like, crossbow bolts or something? Seriously? Do they just have crossbows or something? Right, it's time to shift the lines a little bit. Dong, nong, nong. Nong, 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 nong. Shift focus and convulse. Right, the cavalry's making the commitment. Just charge. And spook him off.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Why are they spooked? Are they spooked? Oh, warband, right, yeah.
Yours to command. Advance at speed.
Right. Left flank's a little weak. Left flank's about to go on that point.
Companion cavalry. Heavy horse at your command. Swords. Ready for orders.
Right, that left is getting crumpled. Right. Give up. Move. Reform. Right, you three. Break your normal lines and form up aggressively. Keep that morale up. Once we get these dudes in a position and they're dealing with that shit, then that's fine. But until that moment arrives.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Ready. On the forward. Advance. Engage. For glory.
Come on, you know what I want. Yep, told you. It's what I want. Okay, you boys begin to envelop the fucker. Split them up, envelop the fucker. I want this battle over as soon as.
Companion cavalry. Victoria, lead us. Ready and waiting. Victory! Ready for orders? By your cover! At your service.
Right, you boys. Right, fucking attack them. You make your way through.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Make a move. These fucking barbarians, I swear to God. It's like they play at being soldiers. Oh fuck, that's not good. Not good. Right, you boys, over there, now. Any of you boys inside the whole fancy about face?
The brave ready for orders. Companion cavalry. Riders. Advance.
Outside. We're gonna lose Hoplite.
Advance at speed. Thorax swordsmen. Engage.
Right, one over there. You move up. They got shock cav. But that's fine. That's what we want. Right, you guys are going to come in from the rear. You guys are going to come in from the rear. You spook them off. You...
We hunger for blood and battle.
Companion cavalry.
I hate the fact that these horses can disengage so much. I can totally understand now the reason why these guys are... Why they made it so that if you tried to do that in Attila, it instantly would kill your dudes. Because it is absolutely ridiculous that your dudes can just get like, you've got an armies completely surrounded. Completely surrounded. And yet, the armies themselves, like the horses themselves, can get out no problem. And I'm like, that couldn't happen in real life. I mean, arguably, soldiers would have surrendered more in this game than anything as well. But like the fact, like, unless you've got a complete... Right, you two, surround him. You and you, remove to secure. That's fine. That's agreeably good. I'm going to move you guys into a slightly better position to deal with that. It's because of their fucking general. If I kill his general, Bob's your uncle, battle over. Get the fuck out.
Ready. Orders.
Orders understood.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
But yeah, like that. His entire cavalry unit surrounded. Can't and like instantly run, like can instantly get away if he wants. It signifies to me, there we go, finally. It signifies to me a bad game design because that just is not what would happen. At all. Like, cavalry sure would probably... The thing is probably, if cavalry was in that position, it would be a guaranteed dead thing. It'd be like if it's like whenever I would be... It's like in Hearts of Iron 4. You know, when you surround an enemy force, like when you've taken away the territory for them to escape to, they can't get out. They have to beat the army that's attacking them, or they die. That's the thing about Hearts of Iron 4 that I will always praise, is the level of dedication towards... Yeah, no, that's gonna happen. If the enemy force... Right, we really need to kill that fucking... We need to kill that fucking cavalry. Right. Kill that fucking cav. I don't care how you do it. I don't care how many dudes we lose. We are killing that cavalry. And this is the moment you've been waiting for. Everyone can now run faster, which means our cavalry can catch them.
The enemy general is
And that's what I want, boys. That's what I fucking want. Yeah, that's the day done. That's the victory we needed. We lost a lot of dudes, and we probably lost... we probably have lost full units. But that's what I wanted. I wanted that kill. That general, who was a high-ranking general, at least in that army, is dead. He is no longer a problem. And I'm so relieved about that. I am probably going to have to kiss goodbye to one of my spearmen. I'm hoping not my cavalry, but I'm probably going to be my cavalry. Their army has they've taken a lot of kills though, but I'd wager a little modicum of bullshit because, well, there's two things. One, I should have been able to move out of in the previous turn. There was nothing that told me I couldn't move. Second, suddenly these guys have crossbows is my in-law concept. That or they got some guns, because they decimated my guys after a while. Now, that could just be that the army in question... Right, what have I lost? Nothing. My guys got nothing. These guys have lost everything except 2 dudes, and you've lost everything except that. Sadly, that guy didn't get killed. But... Oh, and that army's dead. That army's dead. Fuck yourself. Get out of my face. Yeah. Have some of that, you prick. We would have lost if we didn't have that reinforcements, though. Without doubt. But yeah. Fuck yourself, you wanker. I am so happy about that. Alright, how are we looking? Oh, it's spring. Nice. And legal institutions. Isn't that so lovely? Right. You.
At your service.
Right, I'm going to save because I don't trust this game. I'm going to try and clear that agent so he doesn't fuck around with our dudes. Now, a cocky man would potentially go, haha, now that I've won the battle, I can probably get away with... Right, you're going to succeed.
A rival falls to the assassin's skill.
What? Did I just do a thing I wanted to do that I could do in previous games, but this game you can't do unless the gods smile upon you? Because I think that's what I've done. Get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Right, so the good news. The gods have smiled upon us and we can escape. We fight off a barbarian invasion, giving ourselves a shitload of slaves, which is nice. I'm pretty impressed with that. And, yeah, I'm happy with that indeed. And I've given myself an extra 3% tax rate, which, you know, looking at the numbers. Loyalty to the party, minus to the maintenance. I'm okay with that. I am very okay with that. Sadly, I wish I had more sanitation ware. Yeah. Sadly, there's no extra sanitation in this game. I've checked. Oh, he says. There's no sanitation in this game. Bong, 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 bong. I've checked. Yes, we're going for that. How much, though? That's about 28 turns away. Oh, boy. What do we need now? I'd like more military stuff. Yes. And also, more damage equals less death for me. Right, we're going to go with that. That's a safe option. Okay, so... we did lose 1 unit. Did we not? I'm fairly convinced we did. We had to have done. Well, regardless, I'm going to amalgamate some of these dudes so I've got more money to flood into it. I know it's not a good thing. I don't like to merge units because it basically means I've lost them because I've lost them. But, like, we would spend forever in eternity. Right, what can I merge? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You and you merge whatever you can. Boom. Yeah. I don't like amalgamating these things because the units themselves gain experience and all of that jazz, so it's not something I personally would like to see. You're the most experienced unit, and I kind of want to keep that experience. So I'm going to instead amalgamate you. Bomp. It's going to mean that you guys are down, so I can merge you two together. Boom. Okay, that's much better. It's not great because we've now lost a few units, but I can move this guy back over to here, and that'll be fine. So, we're now almost to the point where I could recruit more troops for this guy. Like, and I also can transfer these troops as well, so it's, you know, I can transfer and do a lot of things. To be honest with you, now comes the fun part of trying to to liberate more culture. I'm going to probably try and get the Temple of Ares up a bit. Actually, no, what I'm also going to do, you go for that, you go for that, and then I want you to go for that. Because that's going to provide more region for the sanitation for this region, so that works all. And yeah, the culture is going to change. We're going to improve this place, and we're going to try and make it more efficient. So economically wise, we should be a little bit more stable for future reference. But apart from that, yeah, it's all I can say. But still, I'm pretty optimistic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut recording. I'm going to try... Ooh, bloody hell. I'll have to, next turn, sort that out. Why is that? Ah, probably because of the tax harvesting. I will instead, because we've got food, I will do this. So people will be happy. We will celebrate this. We will celebrate the victory of this territory. Can't put anything there. Can't put anything there. Can't put anything there. How many edicts can I have? Just 2. Yeah, so we'll celebrate with this in this sector by having bread and games to celebrate a glorious victory, and hopefully one that will be repeated fairly quickly. What's next? Public order penalties. Yeah, we want that. I've already given him as much zeal as possible. Yeah, he's gonna be. His prowess is what gives him the strength to do shit. There we go. So we're going to amalgamate what we can, reorganize as much as possible. I'll probably have both of these guys head south towards this territory, and then, yeah, recruitment drive. But until then, I will catch you then. And we return. So a few turns have happened. We're midway through summer, and our economy is looking actually a lot stronger now, thankfully. I've also finished construction of an upgraded weaponsmith, which is great. I'm very happy and looking forward to it. And, oh boy, that's going to be a lot. That's probably going to be something that we might not get to do for this one. But regardless, we've got a new army. We've got an army with, admittedly, not the high levels of experience, but we do have the high equipment, the level 2 weapons, which, as you can see, my melee attack is phenomenal. And this is going to be improved by my experience. Some of these are like 11, some of these are like 12, so we can only hope level, for other stuff. These guys' attack is all good. These guys' attack is surprisingly good. These guys' attack is all good. So I've reorganized the armies. So this army is going to be the main thrusting spear, and this one's going to be the shield. So this army has gotten themselves... I'm kind of copying the tactics of these barbarian scum. Not because I respect them, but because I want to piss them off with it. And more to the point, I'm going to use this tactic on the enemy. And then, viciously claim it was of my own design. Because that's how we civilization people work. I'm also in the process of upgrading my fleet and my... over here. Because I'm going to hopefully... Oh, fucking hell, 10 turns. Because as you can see, I can recruit once I research the technology, which I'm currently working on right now. The ability to level up my dry docks to make, the lithibolas, the things that I would love to have. And I kind of want to not spend 10 turns waiting, obviously, but, peace is going to be a thing we're going to have to deal with. So it's looking more and more like we're going to be going to war with these guys. And this war will be the big war of the whole sector. Now, yes, granted, I still got Turkey to take, but the Basiliadon Odrysian are going to be the guys to deal with as we progress into this thing. Obviously, we've still got these guys to take care of, but that's a separate matter. The big war is going to be between me and these guys, and I'm basically on the northern hemisphere, ready to go, and with a, with a shot and willingness to fight. And obviously, up in the north, these guys have got their own thing as well. So, yeah, it is going to be pretty intense. Anyway, speaking of which, end turn. So I've camped out my main army by the bridge, and the other army is in reinforcement range. My diplomatic mission has finally succeeded, and my second agent is making her merry old way home. I have made contact with all of the necessary nations up in the north and other hemispheres, and as far as I'm aware, no one wants to talk to us, unsurprisingly. But the important thing, of course, is the success of the mission. We've made contact with as many people as possible, which means we have higher hopes and we have high hopes for what's going on, and more importantly, we have much more intel about the local regions, which is good. So now comes the fun part, which is, of course, preparing for the ultimate war against the Basiliad. I gotta find a nickname for those guys. I missed the word Saito. For a second, I thought Massalia had fallen to the Averni, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I mean, Massalia have definitely given themselves a strong position to hold from. Like, not only do they have Massalia, which is in itself a pretty good region, they also have taken Bibcatre, which is very surprising. And it looks like the Adricians. I'm going to call them the Adricians because that's the fastest name I can think of. So the Adricians. You know, there's like a saying where if you say something enough times, oh, hello, I'm going to need to conquer your settlement quickly then. I've got an army recruiting at the moment, so I'll transfer him into Olbia so they can hold on to that. And then I can quickly attack their last settlement, liberate them, and hopefully, by the grace of the Golden Throne, we should be able to see that army go to shit. That army's been camping up in the north, so they could go for Danu Impera, which I wouldn't like. It is now autumn, which is an unfortunate factor, but this could work in my favor. Cultural is okay. Which is the more vulnerable of the settlements? Both are vulnerable. And there's a full 20 stack there. Shit, okay. I can run to defend Olbia, but that's it. Danu Impera may be a sacrificial lamb goat, which I'm not liking the sound of. I'm going to cancel construction of this building because we've only just started. We may lose out on this building, which... Oh, you know what? I'm going to cancel it. I don't want to risk it. This settlement's kind of lost. I mean, sure, it's got Hoplite and all that jazz, and they've got cavalry, but I'm not going to hold out much hope. Go to assault. They do have an army and reinforcements, but I have the same. Nope, it's fine. Right. You're doing okay there. I need you to start investigating what's going on over there. Right. Let's do this. So we're up against a pretty big thing. We're probably going to end up having them sally out towards us. I can't imagine they're going to stay in their settlement. If they stay in their settlement, this battle is more or less insta-win. But if they honestly don't want to... if they don't want to do it, then yeah. They're going to sally out? They're not going to sally out. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, their reinforcements are in... Like, I don't think... I think they're coming in as reinforcements, like my Athena's faithful. So, I'll deploy with my troops, they'll deploy with their troops, and we'll have a pretty good understanding, because we're more or less, like... It's more or less the same kind of directions we're coming in. It's a very small settlement, though. Oh, we're not fighting in the rain? What do you want about? This is autumn. We're not going to be building, so they're going to be there. So yeah, they're going to be coming from there. Small settlement. Very small settlement. I've kind of gone streamline in the design of this army. It's a very basic, and it sounds really silly. It's a basic bitch army. My spear army. Right, yeah, there we go. That'll be here. Cool. It's, as I said, my army is kind of basic bitch. It literally is archers and spearmen, and that's it. You know, cavalry on the sides, but that's it. This is a fairly traditional army, but it's good.
I will not speak with false modesty. You know my quality, and that I win battles. I have fine, able soldiers, and
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Listen for orders, and all will be well.
So the enemy army is probably going to do that. We're going to have a bit of a long walk into the village, which is a bit of a shame, but that's fine. That's what we're there for. Once these guys come in, I'm going to send the cavalry and whatever archer forces we've got into the thing. This is where the main sword... This is probably, ironically... Are they coming out for a sally? I think they are. Right, is that everyone there? I think that's everyone there, isn't it? Alright, let's do the stop motion routine. Right, so you guys go there. Right. We want all the missile units. Peltus goes in the last point. You guys go here. You guys go here. You guys go here. Actually, I'm going to put you guys ahead of the missile cavalry. Missile cavalry, I will deploy to the far right and have them set up over there. I'll put these guys to the far left and have them set up. I want my hoplite add-on troops to form up aggressively here as soon as possible. Double time it. I want the spear wall. I want the spear levies to be. You guys are effectively what I just call the reservists. You're not really going to do a huge amount. 2 generals are going to pull back. I want these swords to effectively guard the left flank. A bit more aggressively to the left. Actually, no, they're going to take missile fire, so I want to get them over there. And you boys are going to effectively defend my right flank. You guys are about to do the same thing. You boys knuckle up. And then I want all the missile infantry to form a new solid defensive line. Go. Now, we are probably not going to effectively see this defensive line immediately, but we're going to hopefully be in a position to be roughly on point when this happens. We might be lucky, and they may wait for their reinforcements to show up before they make the final commitment, which then is good for me. But these guys are coming out for a sally battle, and this will be the last we see these pricks, which is good. And hopefully, by the time we encounter the Odrysians, we should be in a better position to deal with whatever they bring to the table. I'm not saying that they're going to be any... I'm not going to say that they're going to be easier because they don't focus so much on cavalry, but not having to deal with so much cavalry is going to be a pretty fucking nice, pretty good gig. I'm not going to lie. And, plus also, my missile dudes are like, had enough of their shit, so... So yeah, these guys are forming up. Once they do, we're going to push. Well, they're going to push, obviously, but, you know, you know the routine. They're not going to do anything. Like, okay, when I say they're not going to do anything, they are going to do something. They are probably going to make a push. If they don't, I will push them to make a push. But they're forming up their armies now, so we're just going to allow them to do so. Gives them the initiative, sure, but then it gives me the ability to shoot the shit out of them as they come approaching. I mean, this goes back to my old mandate when it comes to most battles, which is defensive in nature anyway. You know, I tend, when I was in my Napoleon, I mean, truth be told, it wasn't until I played my Napoleonic Wars, like Napoleonic phase, when I was doing Britain v Europe, that I began to be a lot more aggressive as a player. I was very defensively minded. You could probably see that as I was playing, that sort of thing. I'm trying to remember if there was any other series I was... Well, I don't know. There were other games I was not so willing to be aggressive with, but I had a major problem when I was getting into the Total War games, because I was never aggressive. I never wanted to be the guy to attack, because I knew how to defend myself. I was great at defending myself. I knew how to hold the line. And I think that's kind of the noob thing that most people have when they play this game, is they know how to make the defensive line. But it's the ability to push up and do other stuff. And bearing in mind, I was a shit player. I wouldn't say I'm a great player now. I prefer comp stomping, which always puts me at a disadvantage against players. But alright, what's your range? Holy balls. This is what happens when you pump your general full of steroids and say, hey, your dudes can fire a long range shot. Like, oh. I outrange their missiles, I believe. I will outrange their missiles.
Step, archer!
I mainly want to tease them. Don't want to do anything aggressively, but I want to tease them. I want to pop shots and withdraw. Come on, be in range, one of you dudes. Oh, come on, you can fucking shoot them. Like, I know they're moving, but come on. At this rate, you might as well be point blank shooting them. Come on, you're in range. I always hate that fact that you have to be like a bar or two at least. Okay, now they're paying attention. Do I have any kills? Kind of. Ish. Maybe. Not really. We'll back out once we bag someone. Or they get so close that it's not even worth funny. Come on. Yep, there's 2 of them dead. Right, withdraw. Withdraw. We're taking the shit. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, cavalry, withdraw. Once you've done that, withdraw behind the lines. Okay. We'll take some casualties, but that's the point. And then as soon as that happens, my boys start shooting with them arrow boys. And they do more damage. At least in melee they do more damage. I never understood why you could apply this thing to your infantry when it comes to the swords. Normally I would have it so that they do their damage with their bows. A bit like ranging, I suppose. Or they would have a guarantee or whatever.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
The only people who are probably going to suffer from this is the Pelums. But we're shooting them. And oh boy. That concentration of fire. Oh. So good. These guys are going to probably lose a lot of troops once again. And unfortunately that's their lot in life at this current moment in time. I'm hoping in the future wars these guys will see a far more usage. In a more glorious light, because I feel bad for them. I honestly feel bad for them because I just feel that they're just not living up to their potential, and I feel so horrible because of that. Like, it's not even malicious. Like, oh, I feel so bad for them. Not really. Oh. No, legit. I like the concept of these things. I want to put sword infantry to use because they are superior to spear infantry. You know, in the grand scheme of things, I'm taking a historical perspective here. Sword infantry better than spears. Spears are universally common and are stronger, sure, for a defensive thing. But in their ancient times, it was the swordsmen, it was the guys with the pilum who then had the swords who could do the most damage. Pilums. That's their commander. Right, you go kill. You guys took a shit kicking. Regroup. Spearmen are going to get ripped apart to mincemeat. Regroup.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Good shit. That's brilliant. I'm not going to lie. Right, commander. Move up. And my other commander's actually ranked up now, so he's going to be somewhat adequate at his job.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready! Now it's not our time! Fight!
That's a really good speech. Now is not our time. I like that. That's actually pretty dope. But again, the aim of the day is not to kill everyone, it's to make them run away with terror. And if we can kill their general, which kind of looks like we have done, then yeah. Oh, no, he's already... Oh, no, that's their non... There's no generals here. Now, there is supposedly some reinforcements coming, which is what they're coming from. Yep. Right. Cavalry move up. Unfortunately, the downside of this mod is that my archers have very limited ammo, which I'm very sad to see, because that means I've got to just take so much shit. Go pelts of these wankers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Well, hopefully we're going to counteract. We're hopefully dealing with a large chunk of bad guys.
Companion cavalry.
Spook 'em. Nah, waste of it.
Swords.
Oh, you already used your ability. Okay.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Well, we spat enough ammo at them, so. Oh boy, are you gonna get targeted? So there's their reinforcing army now. Ironically, this is the kind of dudes I was hoping we could encounter more of in combat, but only now, of course. But too late. It's too late to give a fuck. It's too late. Got 3 units of step archers. Oh, baby, that would be beautiful if you would rout, because then you would fuck off, and then I could get some glorious things. And more importantly, you wankers would suffer at the hands... You wankers who previously took away shitloads of my dudes would actually be in a really strong thing. Yeah, that's right, you withdraw. Withdraw. They're really running low on ammo. How much ammo do they get? Not much. Like, my dudes have got, like, 18 ammo. Agreed, they're not that great, but, you know, it's better than the shit that you're dealing with here. And hopefully these dominated matches of ranged firepower will be diminished, and all that will be left, in a sense, will be just a more traditional fight. I mean, we've got this battle in the bag, more or less. I feel sorry for these guys. They're just... they've gone into battle with the expectation of having a fight, and all they're getting instead is just a slap in the face. Right. Oh, they've committed.
At your service, Commander. Ready.
Heavy missile cavalry?
One
Yeah.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, no you don't. That's it. Run away. Run away and never return. Do, 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 do. Right. Time to go slap some people.
Your orders. Advance at speed. Forward.
Who has ammo and who doesn't? Right. You have some fun. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, they're gone. Well done. They're
One of our
kaputski.
units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, they both use their ammo? Yeah, they both use their ammo.
Step archers. Warriors, draw weapons.
You guys can take care of that.
At your service. Advance at speed.
Yeah, they're gone.
Missile riders.
You guys go there.
Step.
You boys make your way over there. These guys are just fighting traditional fight. Like, they're not gonna...
Cavalry. Victory.
You guys aren't really gonna get many kills, but you're not gonna be doing too much damage to them. We're literally just wearing them out.
Take their heads. Loose.
These guys, on the other hand, these are the guys who have probably killed noble Greek soldiers. I mean, look at that. That's a clearly high mark of someone who's stolen their shit. Yeah, exactly. They've stolen the Greek stuff after taking it from the battles. Probably from the battles I fought against them, because they've had enough practice. We'll put them into a V formation. So whoever isn't in contact... Contact.
Completes ready.
Orders. Ready and waiting.
Ready, Commander.
Commander. Ready.
Completes.
V it up.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Completes.
V formation. Here we go.
Pikemen ready for orders.
Time to unleash our Realm of Hell.
Orders understood.
I haven't done a nice formation bang like this in quite some time. If we're lucky, the enemy may rout before we even get them into contact. But they are more than happy. They're like, I say that, they're like, should we go into this, guys? I don't fancy going into this, guys. This is not looking good. I've got this giant, like, hang on, let me just pause the battle for a second. I'm just gonna, let me just go back. Let's look up at the tactical map, shall we? Like, tactical map, right? This is like a giant, like, if I put teeth here. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of silly. That's brilliant. Like, let's do that again, just for the sake of yeah, that's what effectively we're doing. I love it. I freaking love it. It's what, these are the moments that make Total War just delightful for me, is when an entire army is getting its ass handed to. Right, let's begin to snap this a bit up. Go. The mouth begins to close. Yep, there they go. Bounce the trap. Yep, we're lucky. The day is ours. Now let's get some fucking kills. Oh, they're fucked. They're fucked. They're royally fucked. This is going to be a slaughter. They brought their flashiest troops, realized they didn't have the balls to use them, and are now trying to pussy out the battle. I don't think so. For all the grief you've given me, I'm not going to let a single one of those fucking troops live. No one is going to come back from this fight. Anyone, any barbarian scum trying to use that Greek uniform with the Greek equipment is dead. Yeah, kill him. Kill him.
Step, archers!
And we've also probably massacred majority of the population of this countryside. Like, they thought they could bring their flashiest shit over. Nah. I'm tempted to subjugate them, because then that makes my life a little easier when it comes to dealing with all the rich, the other snobs, but yeah, it looks like we've killed all of them, or at least a majority of them. Yeah, there we go. That's them gone. Battle done. Massacre. Absolute massacre. There they go. There's their fancy fucking gear. Where did it lead you? To a battleground filled with corpses. I haven't done one of these in a while. Like, at the time of this recording, it's been a very long time since this has happened, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. This is a good battle. This has been a good battle. The enemy brought... I brought something to the enemy, and they couldn't take it. 500 losses to 4,000 is a pretty good number tally for me. And again, don't forget, the main point of this battle was not to get the kills, although there was a nice little chunk at the end, I won't lie. It was about routing, and it worked. The enemy brought up 4.8k, I brought 8k exactly. You see, the thing is, this is where I'm going to be a bit smug and say this is why infantry is always superior. Like, there is obviously dependent on the games and the balancing and metrics and whatever, but this is why I've always liked the term, this is why I like the phrase from Wargame Red Dragon, which I think comes from Patton or someone I don't know, so I'm not going to say who it's from, but I'm going to quote Wargame, the Wargame series, because I know it's from there. It all comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. Or in our case, it all comes down to the, Hoplite and his spear. So that's an entire garrison dead, and the general has come through. So liberate. Or subjugate. It does mean the army that's currently with me is... no, it's liberate. Ba-boom! So now they've lost their last territory. That settlement's going to be over there. And this settlement has now got... Like, these guys are no threat. They won't be in any position to do whatever. And we've liberated this settlement for these glorious people, which is lovely. And now we're going to be like, right, now you guys can be all friendly. And it's all lovely.
You honor us. There's food.
There we go. Here's some trade so you can get some money out of it. We're going to be best of pals. We're probably going to lose Danu Apata. I think that's what's going to happen. These guys are going to suffer attrition, but we're probably going to lose Danu Apata. I do not think we're going to win Danu Apata. Like, we've only got 400. We've only got 4 units of Hoplite, and we've got a 20 stack. And these guys are the heavily armored dudes. Like, these guys are going to fucking rip. I am going to rush my armies over as much as possible, but I don't think we're going to save the village. So we are probably going to have to rush around and do whatever. But we can completely crush their last army. In fact, I could, if I'm absolutely desperate, I could, if I want to be a dick, and say, hey, why not just make peace?
Gods of the afterlife. Spare
Yeah, they're not going to... For some reason, they want to go suicidal, and they're going to want to go to the nearest settlement. And if they go for Olbia, I'll laugh my ass till the cows come home, because, yes, this army here is going to be defending. Boink. I'm going to recruit some more of these spear dudes. And, unfortunately, that's all we got of them. Oh, no. No. I want to do this. And... I don't want to recruit these guys. Because, like... I don't want to. I want to save my dudes up a little bit. And also because these guys are have higher priority. But I want to recruit these guys. But there's not Lao AI. Which is a bit of a shame. Ah, no. The settlement of Pankatipur is not working anymore. Bosphorus. Upgrade and make happy again. We'll do some kind of thing. Kavaskos. Oh, the day's been saved. We've come up with a new form of plumbing. Right, you boys come back in a point. There you go. See? It's all about the friggin' things. I'm going to need to deal with yeah, we're going to need to deal with the settlements. Well, these ones won't have squalor issues. This one will have squalor issues, but that's fine. We've got sanitation of 10, so that's fine. We can upgrade the settlement, and it's going to be like a 20 stack inside. So, yeah. In fact, I think that's where I'm probably going to wrap things up for this episode. So, we are dealing with... So, we've successfully won the war. We've still got these guys to deal with, but I'm hopeful they're not going to do anything, but I'm not holding my breath. So, what we are going to do is we are going to react to dealing with that. I may record it, I may not, I'm not too sure. You know what, fuck it. Why not? Might as well end the turn as we leave this thing. So, my spy is going to keep going along, discovering more territory in between. We're then going to start looking towards declaring war on the Odrysians, because the Odrysians are going to be our next goal. They control the southern and western hemisphere of the Black Sea, so we will need to take care of them in the near future. Obviously, I don't want to go for them just yet. Preferably, if I could get the Lithiobolisk for my fleet, that would be fantastic. Because obviously that means we could recruit and have siege equipment in our navy, which means when it comes to taking over certain towns, we can be a little bit more proactive with our navy. And I do kind of want to use them in that role, because then I can have a little bit of a glorious moment, semi-similar to the Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai, which was kind of hilarious. I know I said I'll probably lean more towards never doing another Total War series again, but I'm still kind of wanting to do the Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai. But that would be the last one. But that would be like a little baby thing for me. But that, again, is something I'll deal with once I've taken care of the other series. This one, of course, is going to be the last Total War with Rome 2. Definitely. Okay, so they haven't immediately gone for Danu Apata, which gives me more time to prepare, gives them less time to deal with shit. They're probably going to go for Danu Apata, though, because they're not quite going for Olbia, are they? So we are probably going to lose Danu Apata, which is a shame. I mean, I could I could zerg someone up to watch over it. We'll see what happens. We've got the army being built up over there, and if I can rush him into the reinforcement range of Danu Upala, fine. But I doubt it. Rampant piracy. Nope. Liberated. Yay! Oh, no. Lusitanian Galaxy Confederation. Yep. Methodus has done nothing but ranked up severely. We actually now have a lot more troops. I can actually upgrade his army. Right, we're gonna scrap that army. You are gonna be in. Right, 4 of those. And we're going to equip him with 1 more set of archers. And then we're then going to give him... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to give him 2 of these. And I'm going to give him 2 of these. So this guy's going to get himself a pretty fucking stoke army. That's for damn sure. Oh, the Avernian out war with Massalia. Looks like the Gauls have pissed off the Assalians now. And that's them gone. Galaxy Confederation as well, which is over to the north. Okay. Bosphorus is happy now, which is good. They better bloody be. How are we doing for the north? Can you rush over there? No, you would be left in the open. No, I know what. You know what? You've not been any of help. Fuck you. You've not got a lot, have you? You're not that special, are you? Not really. It's a shame. I was hoping to use that Lithobolus, but it's not in any fucking means to be used. Like, I could have saved it for a little bit, but I'm not gonna need it, am I? In the grand scheme of things, no. Probably what I will do, though, is I'll build up this one just so we've got something in the background. What I probably will do, just because it's looking more and more likely, is we're gonna probably have a 2-front war. So... yeah, that's from my experiences so far. That is most likely what we are going to be dealing with. Let's not stop on the swamps, but instead let's just stop here. It's fine, we can deal with. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna deal with this army, but we're gonna do a little bit of a briefing because you know me, I love my little campaign goals. So the initial campaign idea, if you will, pardon me, is we're gonna try and see if we can wait out as much as we can, try and build up our reserves over here, maybe get some Lithobolus upgrades over there, and basically what we're gonna do is we're going to have 1 set of armies pushed down this way and another set of armies pushed down this way. Now, this way is probably going to be a little bit more tough because, obviously, it's not just this army we're dealing with, but also here as well. Obviously, this territory up here is going to be challenging as well because we've got the issue of the... It's probably their capital, which is not good. And we're going to be pushing across the Strait of... Constantinople, which is not too good. We're obviously going to deal with any particular friends that the Adricians are going to be dealing with. Plus, we're going to be borderlining the Radreli, which is not too good. Because once we've gone to war here, these guys may want to side with them, and if they side with them, we're fucked because that's a perfect line to rear end us, which is not too good. We're obviously also going to have to deal with the fact that these guys are probably not going to want to let us take their territory. So if we can secure a solid line of ground, we should be able to do fairly well. I'll try and rush troops over to here. This army is basically going to be the guy to push into here, grab that, and then maybe push north to deal with that territory as well. So it's going to be a bit more of a sort of normal case. In terms of who I will send, I probably will send my main army, this guy, my main dude, down south to assist in that initial push, and then this army alongside this army will basically gear up. Maybe I might send him across, or I'm half tempted to recruit a little shitty army, have the guy transport the Lithobolus, drop them off here, that guy gets replaced or fired, I don't care, and then we move to south to deal with that. I will need the Lithoboluses. Don't forget as well, if I can have the siege equipment, I can probably lay siege to this settlement and, like, blockade it. And then when my first army moves on that, my second army moves in on that, and then they'll have the siege dealing with it as well. So, again, it's going to be a few things. Obviously, Turkey's not going to be an easy place to take, but it's going to be in a much stronger position than before, which I'm hoping. So, anyway... that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. Progress is being made, and hopefully soon we'll be able to start making some major strides in a war against the Adricians. But beforehand, let's just get into the war with the Adricians first. I'll see you then. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.